Alright guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to install a aftermarket radio into our cars. The one I got was off of Amazon and it was about 140 bucks. It comes like this. It's pretty nice if you ask me. It's supposed to be a straightforward installation. All the cables are included. You don't have to splice or anything like that. The only thing we won't be doing today is the rear view camera. I'm probably going to save that for another video to save a little bit of time. If you guys hear a lot of wind noise in the background, it's because I have the fan rolling on the left side of the car. It's hot as fuck here in Miami. It's pretty disrespectful, this heat. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started, save some time. Yeah, it should be fun. We've already got this off. It basically pops off with the tool that it brings. It's basically just pop off. As you can see there's little inserts. Yeah, just pop it off. The same thing here. Just stick this in there, pry it out, and it comes off in one piece, just like that. We'll go ahead and disconnect cables. So yeah, might be a little quiet as I'm doing stuff, but that's just to remain focused, so I'm not here all day in this heat. Alright, looks like you push these clips in and then you slide that little lever back and it comes right out. So here's the old unit. From one of the installation videos I saw, there's these little inserts here that you have to press so that it releases the air conditioning controllers. So we'll go ahead and do that. So it gets a little bit more of a challenge than I thought. Oh no, it's not that bad. Looks like you can get these out with a flathead. Just pry up instead of in. Yep. Alright, that's not too bad. Where's that little tool that it came with? Ah, I do remember it being here. Alright, got that one. You know what? I'm gonna go grab the little flathead that I have. Why do all this work for nothing? slide back in. All right, there it is, almost off. All right, this part's off. We're gonna save this, and it supposedly goes right over here, right into the slot that it has. It's supposed to fit right in. And that was insanely seamless. You can tell I'm using the umbrella as a shade because the sun is on the fuck you side of my face, so I'm using the umbrella as a shade right now. Yeah, let's go ahead and sling this over here instead. Alright, and there it is. It's being held in place by these two little brackets that it came with. I didn't have to install that. In other videos I've seen that they come in like 5,000 individual little pieces. That's not the case with this one. I will drop a link because this seems to be the more seamless version of this. Alright, let's take this off now. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that is also a pull-out. Let's remove these little pieces because I don't want to break the piano black dash piece. Very hard to find. Where's my pry out tool? There it is. Alright, what is holding you in place? Ah, these two. Okay, got it. That's why they gave me that. This tool. Alright then, you don't want to come out by the little hand one, you will come out with the other one. That's why we have Ryobi. Alright, that is one. I'm going to put it there so it doesn't get lost. This is two. There you are, you little fucker. Alright. And this is not that hard to remove either. I believe it is the same process. It should be a lever. These are just plugs in the back. How the fuck do you remove this one? Alright, this one has a little lever. Alright, that one's out, the main. I want you guys to know that anytime you deal with anything fucking old, it's always going to be a mission and a half to take out. How the hell do you take this one out? Alright, let's put you in second. Where is my flathead? Alright, that one came out easy. It was just a matter of using the flathead to pry it out. Same thing with this one, looks like. I just had to press that little insert in. Can't seem to unlock this one. This is fun. It's always one that gives you trouble. Ah, there we go. All right, easy. All right, this one's out. Here's the old radio. We're gonna keep that. And from what I hear, the cables are pretty straightforward. It brings a whole bunch. You basically match them up. All right, this is the GPS. This is audio. I believe this is a video only. From what it looks like. These are the two USBs, and yeah, let's start plugging and playing then. This hasn't been that bad. This is all in real time. There's no edits. This is my 6. Okay. And I'm going to assume that this one goes here. Yep. This is my 4. Goes right next to it. Yep. Now, if you ask me which one is which, I absolutely have no idea. I don't know what the difference is between a 4-pin and a 6-pin USB. If anyone in the comments wants to elaborate, feel free. Alright, I know this is video. Okay, this is for the camera. It has to be for the camera. But we're not doing all that. Alright, TV, da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, we're gonna do this another day because we don't have time for this. So this is the camera stuff. We're gonna save that for another time. A different video. Moving forward. Okay, I think this is the module, if I'm not mistaken, if I read that correctly. Okay, this plugs there. Oh, nice. Okay, cool. All right, this one plugs in here to power. This looks like it comes from the main harness. Here's the module. Here is another plug. I believe it goes in here. Yes, it does. It should be looking like this so far. Everything, it looks pretty easy. Like it's pretty logical, I guess you can call it. This one goes here. By the way, guys, this is my first ever radio installation, so yeah, if I can do this, so can you. All right, perfect. That went in there. We're gonna try to keep the integrity of the cables. What are we missing? What are we missing? Here is the speaker. It's a long ass wire though. And I'm not sure if I can use the regular speaker for the Jesus, okay. There was an easy way of undoing this and I did it the complicated way. Nice. All right. Where this goes is beyond me. But I'm going to assume that there is a logical place to put this in there, because I don't see anything else. I mean, hell, we might even be lucky and use a regular speaker. Yeah, I don't see anything on the radio. Yeah, I really don't see anything there for a speaker. I'm gonna assume this might be for cars that don't have it. Yeah, nothing on the sides. Nothing on top. All right, we shall proceed then. Where's that GPS cable? Here it is. Nice. All right, we got the GPS cable in. Try to angle it this way. All right, now this is a video. I know this is a video from somewhere. That's the USBs. Just consolidate some trash here. Put this where it belongs. This goes here, that goes there. All right, preparation. Of course my fat ass was sitting on the one cable I was looking for. Nice. Okay. I haven't even looked at the instructions once. If you guys are ADHD like me, you would try to figure this out until death does you part. All right, so this is for the antenna. It's an adapter. Goes in just like that, and I believe we can start putting everything back together. I'm going to Professor Xavier my ass forward because I don't want to be hunched over. All right. This is like the last piece from what I've seen. Some people have left it off because it's supposed to cover the bottom part. Now what I'm going to do, for the sake of these two USB cables, is just gonna run it on the side and leave them out so I can plug in my phone. Until I find somewhere where I'd like to cut in, I might route it down here, maybe, possibly. Maybe out through the cigarette lighter, and just find an adapter that I can put there and just run my cable there. But I mean, I don't know, we'll see. We'll figure it out. Let's just get through with the installation of the radio today. All right. If I remember correctly, main harness to main harness. It should not be that hard to do. All right, that's in there. GPS, I believe the guy had put it somewhere in here. There was a flat area. If not, then I think it was right here in the middle, if I'm not mistaken. Let's plug up the cables first though. Oh, microphone. Here's the mic. Okay. CVB, video out, aux in, aux out. This looks like it's for more aftermarket radio stuff. All right, this is the antenna. Where is it? There it is. Antenna. All right, antenna's in. Why do I feel like I'm missing stuff here? Alright, this is antenna. I have no idea what the fuck this one's for. Move this over here. All right, that one goes there. Let's just route these USBs out. We'll use this to not scratch up the screen. That's the antenna. What the fuck else goes here? Might not even use them at all. Okay, the air controls are on. you know, I may just route it. Let's see. Here's the mic. And mic. Alright, cool. Now mind you, this is a long fucking cable. But I think I have a place where I might route it. If I'm not mistaken, I can route it underneath, run it through, and maybe just bring it up around here and put it right below the gauges. You can try that. Alright, this little GPS piece we gotta figure out where we're gonna put it. Well, I don't think that whole thing was supposed to come out. There we go. Alright. That's that little spot that we were talking about. I know this was for the video. We're just gonna go ahead and put it there. This is for video, for that camera, but we'll leave it there. All right, cool. Yeah, we'll move this to the back because we don't need it right now. It looks like everything is on there correctly. These are not in because this is probably for an aftermarket radio. Here's the module. All right, this is the main harness. This was an alternate piece, but I don't see any plugs where this would go into, so it looks like these are just extra cables from now on. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you there. So go ahead and start pushing everything in. Hopefully it stays nice and neat and organized. Oh, oops. I did have someone say that they had to shave down these little prongs on the side. gonna try not to do that. All right, we'll start with that side and we'll see what we can do. I don't want to shave anything down. Oh no. It's looking like we might have to though. I really don't want to shave that off. All right, I was able to get it in. Just needed a little convincing. Let's see what happens when we turn it on. Very nice, very nice. Alright, I don't know which one is which. Let's try this one. Nice. All right, I mean, this is it. We got the radio working. Not too bad. And that's it, guys. As everything else is just putting everything back on. There you have it, guys. All done. Hope you guys enjoyed it. That was pretty seamless. That was pretty spot on with all the cables matching each other. That was a lot easier than I thought it would be. Now everything else is just cleaning up and running the USBs and the mic where they need to go. Yeah, I'll follow up, do a follow-up video probably in a week or two to give you guys an update to see how everything else is going. If there's any hiccups, what I like or don't like. So yeah, stay tuned, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will catch you guys. Oh, if you guys enjoyed, please thumbs up, subscribe. I will be putting out more DIY content as things come up. I'm hoping to bring a little bit more eyes on the Wonder community and doing stuff in it, because I see a lot of, you know, 3 series but not a whole lot of 1 series stuff. So yeah, see you guys for the next video.